Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever and whenever you happen to be watching. This is Risco in Tokyo, coming at you with some dreams. I don't know why I don't know why that was so quiet, but yeah, we're coming at you with some dreams. Hopefully there was a network error. Well, I don't want a network error, I just wanted to go to the, Os Kronos! How you doing? It's wonderful to see you. I hope that life is treating you lovely. Hope you've got no issues. It looks like, at least for now, our video quality seems to be okay, which is lovely. I'm hoping that's going to keep up. This may not be a full 3-hour stream, either because the video might explode, like last time, or it could be I'm very sleepy. I had a dream earlier where my house was filled with frogs. Like, imagine a normal day, but you casually live in a house full of frogs. I think I saw a movie about that a long time ago. You're gonna be shocked by the title, but the title was Frogs. And I gotta check this out now, because I want to see when this movie was. It was a horror movie, of course, because that's the kind of gal I was, but IMDb Frogs. 1972? Uso! Okay, it's older than I thought. I thought it was an 80s movie. I just remember the box art. It had this frog. I'm looking at it now. And it had Sam Elliott in it. Holy shit! How did they get Sam Elliott for this trash movie? It's got this like cute little green frog and like a hand is sticking out of its mouth. The implication is supposed to be that the frog is giant, but it just makes it look like the hand is tiny. It's the day that nature strikes back. Today the pond, tomorrow the world. That's the actual catch copy. Today the pond, tomorrow the world. Oh my god, that looks like trash. But I could buy this on Amazon on DVD for 8,000 yen. Whoa, now hold on, that doesn't add up. You're telling me frogs existed in the 70s? I know it's shocking, but there were at least a couple of frogs around in the 70s. I wouldn't say that they were, a lot of frogs around, but clearly enough to populate this film with Sam Elliott. How did they get Sam Elliott of all people to be in this complete trash tier looking movie? My god. He must have been like hard up for cash. Like nobody else is fairly significant, but he was a star at that point. I look up Yume Nikki on In Dreams, and there's still practically no new levels. Huh. Maybe it's just not gonna. It's never gonna come. Got highlights, dreams we love. Do I have messages? Probably don't have messages. Yeah. Nothing recent, but we haven't done the show in a long time, so that's fair enough. I did not! Oh my god, I did not, I have not done that. And I should have done. We're looking at the Let It Snow jam entry, I suppose. But I will do that after the stream, but before I go to sleep. I like the fact that it's a scuffed Artificer bit, though. What am I? Am I made out of, like, gelatin or water? Also, why are there bikini fairies? I mean, I suppose why not, but... These have to be objects that somebody made because the rest of the level doesn't look quite as polished. We do have a double jump, though. And I like the little spin on our thing. Oh, did they? I did not know this. Is that the bat one? Because I remember there was a bat one that I didn't want to take a look at because I was afraid it was going to be really long. I'll have to check it out. Because I did notice that the loading page, like when you boot up the game, it had a bat character with a very large sword. It was not the Bat Master nor the Bat Master's son. It's just a bat. This is really loud and I can't see anything. Ancient dangers if my human eyes are to be trusted. Why did you make this music so loud, creator? This was not necessary. Also, I'm seeing no snow in this jam. I was told specifically that this was a Make It Snow jam. Is there... can I ride this? This looks like it's made out of fur. Did you just make a flying block out of fur? I mean, that's some real Garfield level stuff there. How did I reach the exit? I just fell out. There was no snow. There was no snow at all. I'm not upvoting that. That does not get my upvote. I am sorry. Let us see then. Let us see this Ancient Dangers. Ancient Dangers. Oh, here we are. It is the Batmaster's son. Let's go. Helmets on, shields up, swords at the ready. Ancient Dangers, A Bat's Tale. Brand new action-adventure game made by Media Molecule is out now. Play as Scoria or Gabbro on their quest for the Snozzleaf. Battle monsters, solve puzzles, seek treasure. Go wild. Okay. I mean, sure. It's got a heavy metal tag, and I appreciate heavy metal. Both as the musical genre and as the crummy 80s movie based on the slightly racy French comic series. They could. It would be like Imp Navy, but they could definitely do that thing. Here for fun. Infinite lives easier, extra health, no scoreboard pressure. Here for glory. Harder, 3 lives, less health. Compete by a scoreboard. Well, let's do that. We're here for glory. I believe in glory. The big bad of season 5 of Buffy. She was like an ancient evil god, but could also eat people's brains and make them made for Hollywood mentally ill. Far away lies the land of monsters, a realm once filled with grand palaces and pageantry, now fallen to ruin, and inhabited by creatures you'd rather not meet in the dark. Hey, don't judge me. You don't know who I'd like to meet. In a hovel in the shadow of a smelly volcano lived the 2 young orcs, Scoria and her twin brother, Gabbro. They yearn for adventure, but right now they have a bigger problem. Their snoring granny is keeping them awake at night. Okay. One day... oh, I love the hat. Like, if it wasn't already guaranteed I was going to play as Scoria, the hat would have sold it. One day they find a dusty old book in the backpack of a long-deceased adventurer, which reveals a potential snoring remedy, the Snozzleaf plant. Or the Snozzle as fuck plant. Our heroes head to the local market to seek out an apothecary who has such an herb. Or a herb, depending, you know, if you're continental or not. Just kill sleep, no meds required. I can't kill sleep, although I feel like I should because I was slightly lazy about my recording and I didn't do it, so I have to do it tomorrow again, rush job, before we actually put the video up. Sorry kids, the Snozzleaf is out of stock. Did they get this ripoff from Disney Bird? This has got to be somebody's IP that they just gaffled. Because it looks totally Disney. Hey kids, I heard you're looking for Herbs? I'm a dealer, but totally not a dealer in illegal herbs. But I could hook you up. Do you need the mean green? Ah? 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 I think... Has Media Molecule retained their writing team from LBP? Because I don't know. The other herb you want grows in a tomb on the other side of the graveyard. It's riddled with traps and monsters. Or you could buy it from Larry. Tough world out there, kids. Luckily, I got plenty of experience with this sort of thing, being a basement dweller and all. So I'm willing to help yous out. You're welcome. Sure, whatever. We'll just take this bat. I guess. Well, hopefully I won't get hit with a copyright strike. Because I think that would be unfair. It was totally Media Molecule that generously lifted. What an adorable spider. I love it. There's a lot of cutscene though going on here. I'd kind of like to get to the game qua game. If we could do that, that would be cool. I keep on looking at the laptop just to check that the video quality's not getting dunked. How did they know I wanted to be Scoria? I mean, I definitely wanted to be Scoria, but I'm impressed. Here's the cemetery. If you get through this, you'll be smart enough to take on the tomb. If being the operative word here. I'll meet you further on. Let's see what you're made of. Oh, I gotta stop yawning. I just want to chop shit up. Read. It's a little bit hard on the font there, guys. Mother always said it's traditional for heroes to leave a helpful note with their dying breath. So here's mine. Run away. Run very fast. Doesn't sound like much of a hero to me. Alright, we've got a roll. We've got a square. Oh, the square's the attack. We have no jump. Ergo, we cannot have a double jump. Ergo, this is not truly a game. Because as we know, all games include double jumps. It is known. I'm gonna guess it's like it's a wild dying type of thing. Open chest. Unlock chest. Oh, well, we just got the key. This camera is kind of wonky. Like, I'm not controlling it. It just kind of sways wherever it wants to go. Which is, you know, it's fine, but as long as it doesn't get too swayish. As long as it's not swaying around too much. If only I had remembered to use the touchpad to open the menu. There's some really handy options. Okay. These are not really handy options. There's a camera setting. Aerial camera or dynamic camera. Aerial is a high view which allows the best possible angle for the game. It's view in co-op. Oh, I want that. So I can control the camera, but it does its own thing. Oh, it's Des! It's wonderful to see you. I hope that you are very well tonight. Lurk, by all means. I know that you got stuff going on. We are an orc. There's not very much sound design, unless it's just not coming through on my headphones. Maybe I should turn up my headphones. Oh, there it is. Okay, so that was a headphone thing. Oh. I was gonna say that was kind of wonky. I should have... Oh. Hey! I unlocked a heavy slice. And I can cut grass now. Severe lack of sleep. I'm totally not with it today. Oh, it's sweet. Like, I'm definitely there with that mood. That's been my whole day. Today has been a... It's been an odd day. It's definitely been an odd day. Oh, I want to fight. R2 or L1 to block? You could carry on demo in Dreams. Get in there. Give them a run for their money. Oh no, this is I mean it's Media Molecule created. I mean they are technically users, I suppose, but that's fair. Chronos is definitely fair. Oh, that's nice. We get healed off combos. Oh, excuse me. The Chomper. Moving on about charging. Dreams does work as far as I know on PS5. As far as I know. Pew! I don't really get the timing. If I would like to get the light ups back. Oh, okay. I gotta do it quick. Oh, did she now? I'm gonna have to check that out. Silly me, I forgot I could block attacks. Me too. Holding the attack gives you the charge, but doing the combo gets you health back. Which seems like one of those things that would be good to kind of get down. Okay. So healing is triangle. We want to remember that. And we can only carry 3 health potions, so if we find a 4th... I got a bad back. Couldn't possibly roll through that small hole. Suppose I'll just sit here. Suppose I'll just die. Suppose I'll just die. Yeah! Oh my gosh, there are many of these skulls. I am the queen of death. And I'm very sex and voodoo. What is with the heavy metal though? I mean, not that I'm not loving it, but wait, I didn't really... Okay, I'm wacky now. Well, wait, what am I... Who am I killing? That was frenetic. I don't know if I like... well, they said it was ferocious, but I feel like it was frenetic. I heard there's a famous wizard buried somewhere in the graveyard. Maybe that's why it's so heavily guarded. Ooh. I am a fan of dead wizards. Just all the dead wizards. They seem great. Alright, but I mean, it is easing us into the game, and I appreciate that. I mean, alive wizards are not quite as cool as dead wizards, but they're still, they can be pretty cool. It depends on what kind of wizard, you know. Necromancers, always neat. Well, kids, you're as ready as you'll ever be. I mean, well done. You're doing great. Word is a tribe of rock golems has moved into the tomb, so watch your back. Rock constructs, I think we'll go with that. Why is this bat helping us, by the way? I mean, not that I need a deep lore for this, but it seems kind of weird the bat just hooked up with us for no apparent reason. Oh dear, I've spent far too long looking for treasure and potions. Oh dear, now I'm dead. Doesn't that suck? Is there any hidden treasure? No. That's not cool. I'm ashamed to admit that my mind does long to beard. My mind goes to long beard, deep blue robe, drooping pointy hat. I mean, it's a very stereotypical form of wizard, though, isn't it? I'm surely we've moved on with the times. You're a jerk, and I don't know how to get my chain going. I need to chain these attacks. Very pretty world, though. I'm enjoying that. And the potion, I'm liking that as well. I feel like we skipped something, but I always kind of feel like we skipped something. So, oh my God, look at you. These are just like those enemies in Hades. I'm sorry, but I'm trying to chain here. I am terrible at chain. Look at me suck at chaining. Although I appreciate, you know, they do have some metal. I gotta sit down and watch that the Gurren video that you did. Or the Gurumin video that you did? Because I keep on forgetting to do that. And that's not good. That's not good at all. I wonder, since this is an MM produced level, if we'll get anything for beating it? Like a special imp, maybe a bat themed imp? Oh, excuse me? Are you a trap? Well, I don't appreciate you. Oh my God! Also, like, we just totally ate shit there? I did get some form of glory, I guess. The glory of being hit in the face. Defeat all monsters. Must I, though? I mean, I kind of like monsters. See, I feel an affinity. Oh, we're brutal now. Now we're ferocious. And now we're unlocked. Do you think I'll open Pandora's box if I search anime on dreams? Oh my God, probably. And it'll... I imagine some horrid things will probably pop up. What are these survival bonuses? What is this called? Hold on a second. Ancient Dangers, a Bat's Tale. It's got, like, a rockin' soundtrack, though. Who left these spikes here? Someone could get hurt. Someone did. It was me. Well, it might be one of those things that builds up over time, Kronos. Wait, what happened or failed to happen here? I flipped the switch and it did nothing. I blocked the lift to stop the chompers coming down. With that, my adventure is over. Oh, that's how you do that. Well, that sounds like a pain in the butt, Des. I don't like that at all. I figured that was what you were going for. I wonder what this survival bonus gets us. This skeleton has burning eyeballs. I appreciate that. Die, skeleton, die? I remember on Twitter someone was advertising their Okami-style side-scroller. I can't remember the name and it makes me sad. I really need to be looking up dreams on Twitter more. Tempestuous! Our chain is tempestuous! It's pandemonium! Oh my gosh! I've never been pandemonium before. Or havoc? That's a noun. That's not even an adjective. We've reached nouns? That's how you know we've arrived? Is we're at noun status now? I love all the little like flying buggy things. If only I had something heavy to put on that pressure pad, I might be alive today. Am I gonna have to push something? I bet I am. Is Dreams even popular? Ask is a learning curve and hours needed is a huge steep one. As Silith is a familiar name and I don't know from whence. And Des, I'm really not sure how popular Dreams has become. Yeah, like I don't know where you'd find those numbers. Especially trying to differentiate it between not just playing but creating as well. Bombs, bombs, bombs. That's all I cared about. Filled my pack with bombs, forgot my sandwiches. You should have eaten a bomb sandwich, yo. They're delicious. Also frightfully nutritious. They don't play around. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. You are not only an enemy, you're a skeleton. And you're also kicking my butt? My butt was thoroughly kicked. I'm definitely getting glory here. I don't know if I want it, but I'm getting it. This, at least, like, I liked the arts dream for what it was, because I thought it was really, really good. But it wasn't like a really action-packed dream, and I am appreciating having a little bit more action going on here. Although the fighting does feel kind of floaty a little bit, if we're gonna be 100% honest. It's okay, you know. It's okay, but it lacks that oomph. What are you, my friend? You've got blinky subparts, and I am here for it? Give us all the blinky subparts? Nobody told me rocks could come to life. Mate, we're in a fantasy world. Of course rocks can come to life. What are you thinking? One way to simulate hitting something is when your attack connects, the animation would stop for the briefest of moments. That's actually pretty good idea. Oh god. That was very rude. That was very, very rude. Also, did we like... Well, wait, we... Where are we supposed to go now? We did the switches. Which switch is which? I need to stop trying to dodge, because it's not working for me. And I need to just be myself and kill everything at all times. I think that's really the best way. Just murder. Just constant murder. Are there... I need more things to kill. Oh, Sludo! I didn't even notice that you had said the thing about the hit stopping. Sorry about that, Ludo. But welcome, as always. I hope that you are healthy and happy. That you are... Oh no, you're going to be boosted on Tuesday. Tuesday is your boosting day. Really should be more careful of that bomb. I only wanted to blow up the crumbly wall. Don't we all, though? Don't we all? I also want to blow up the crumbly wall. Wait, where's the crumbly wall? That's probably for the best, Ludo. I think that's it. You've got the right answer. Where's the crumbly wall, yo? Is that it? No, it's probably not. Well, I mean, it's not the worst Swiss tradition. There are surely worse, like Nazi banking. Best of luck with that lift. I tried all the rocks I could carry, but it seems it's not that simple. Oh, come on! This is... Piece of piss, yo. Piece of piss. It's not about the rocks, it's about the bombs. Look, I've even got a bomb on my hat. How do we think... You think we afforded all those bunkers? Well, you know, it's... Good deeds? Girl Scout cookies? These were also options? I mean, surely the Swiss are down with the Girl Scout cookies, right? They would not be so gauche as to be like, nah, we're not here for the Girl Scouts. Where would we hide all the Nazi gold without the bunkers? This is a very good point. Or the floorboards, but, I mean, bunkers are basically another floor beneath the floorboards. I'm just saying that you've got more room to work with there. Ow. Was that guy supposed to die, do you think? Do you think that was like a planned cinematic kill? Or was it accidental? Either way is fine, but... Oh, it's a mega construct! Oh, he spit at me. You jerk, you can't spit at me. That's just not cool. Oh, we are berserk now. Like, I will not lose my chain, my combo, until we get it above 20, or I die. I want Pandemonium again, yo. I thought that was pretty cool. Oh, come on! I fell down! I fell down a hole. That's not fair. How weak. My poor combo. My beautiful combo. My survival bonus. Wait, do I have to do that fight again? Or not? I've never heard that before, Ludo. But I imagine it's very robust. Is it like long and drawn out? Is it like Pandemonium like that? Or is it just like really brusque, like Pandemonium? Okay, so the bat, I got kicked out of my colony because I was born green. They thought I was cursed. Can you believe that? Yous understand, right? Being green yourselves and all, it ain't easy. I feel like the bat is looking at us specifically to check to see if we got the Muppet Show reference. And I want to be like, Bat, you just gotta let the joke breathe. Us, Hive! Hive, it is wonderful to see you. I hope that you are doing very, very well tonight. I hope that your organ trading goes well for you. Got carried away playing guitar now that I got my pickups installed. Nice. Did you put some truck nuts on your pickups? But then the joke would turn red, Kronos, and it just wouldn't work out. Because I heard you can't have a pickup without truck nuts. Are you rolling coal? Do they roll coal in Australia land? So I need to find this magic bauble I heard about, the wish stone, so I can wish myself less leafy looking. Oh my god! Bat! Don't change from green, which is an awesome color. Top 2 color right there. For other people, the guitar looks less gaudy. Hive, you're stepping down. You gotta step it up. Maybe put some skulls on it or something. Or like airbrush flame? You can get some airbrush flame? Sorry, I'm turning my little space heater on so that I can just broil. Ow. My fingers... This is... My fingers, it's so dry. They're starting to split apart. But they've split, like, right by the nail bed. And so, like, whenever I tap something, it hurts. I could do without it, but, you know, such is life. Active pickups would have necessitated routing for a battery. So I was wondering, also, they kind of suck if you're not specifically recording or touring and just practicing. Okay. Let's go kill things for the bat. Fine. Stoneheart Tomb. Where are my cigarettes? Because this is a good place to pause for a few moments. Have myself a little bit of a smoke. Could make some... Oh, Jesus. Like, right on my middle finger, on the left side of it. And then right on the right side of the thumb. I need to moisturize. That's probably what it is. I need to moisturize. You might be interested, or may not, to know that I was transported into a children's anime today. At least momentarily, and it wasn't dissociation. It was just a weird day. But I was there and I had to check that this was reality for a couple seconds. As one does. It wasn't even a cool kids anime. It's just like it's like Crayon Shinchan, but without Crayon Shinchan. So this guy comes in. This guy, this Gigi. And he's an old duffer looking dude. Kind of robust. A little bit round, not like in the sense that he was a big person, but it's like you got like the two types of old guys. You've got like the really super wizened old guys, like the tiny and bent old guys. And then you've got like the more, like the roundish figure old guys. He was one of the roundish figure old guys. He looked like he'd be like a nice grandpa. And he had his mask off his nose, of course, as one does. And I said, excuse me, customer, please, could you put your mask up over your nose? Please, could you put your mask up over your nose? He'd come to the register to buy something. He had asked me, told me, like just rapid fired at me what cigarettes he wanted. And before we even got to that, I was like, sir, you need to put your mask over your nose in the shop. So he got a dirty look on his face, ran out of the shop. I said, great. I need your money. Probably sneezed all over it. What do I want your sneezy money for? A couple minutes later, stomps back into the shop to yell at me for telling him to put his mask over his nose. See, the only problem here is that his whole voice, matches the friendly grandpa look. And the roughest thing he could think to say to me was, Baka! Baka! Urusai koto yuenakute ii, Baka! Just like that! So it wasn't like he wasn't even pulling off the angry. And I was like, I just got, like, made for G? Chewed out by this old dude? And he kept on repeating it, like he'd stomp off 5 steps, then turn around and come back, say the exact same thing to me. At which point I said to him, but we are in the middle of a plague, so, masks, please. And then he'd stomp off 5 steps, come back, say it again. He did this like 3 or 4 times before finally leaving, and I just I was looking around for cameras. I thought this was like some kind of Manzai variety show bullshit for a second. Apparently, it was cute. I've been chewed out before in Japanese, and yes, it can actually be kind of scary. Like, even not getting into like a lot of slang and stuff, just by tone of voice and the way that a person carries themselves, it can be quite intimidating, especially when you're struggling to keep up with the language while knowing that you've made somebody angry and visibly angry and yellingly angry. This was not one of those cases. But it was decidedly odd. And there was another customer at the register at the time, and the customer's just looking at me like, sorry? Like, no, mate, it's not your fault. You didn't do nothing wrong. You got your mask on. Now, I was looking at the boiling water, so I wasn't looking at chat. Although I did catch the AI loop comment. Ludo said Epiphone is entry-level stuff, but it does the job. I'm guessing that's going on the guitar talk. Chrono says, it reminds me of the time when I was at McDonald's play place. This one kid was hogging this one spaceship-looking area, and I argued with him for 5 minutes before he got mad and left. A minute later, he came back and tried to beat me up. Yeah. I mean, this guy didn't try to beat me up, and I would have... Well, no, I wouldn't have welcomed the attempt because I have been very prickly and on edge recently, and I don't think prickly and on edge me with the threat of physical violence, while I have a box cutter, because I always have a box cutter, is probably custom built for a situation that gets me kicked out of the country, but I don't believe I lost the fight because if I did, I definitely remember taking that L. Well, I prefer to believe that you won the fight as well, so we'll go with that. I think that's fair. Kronos takes no L's. No L's for Kronos. I don't see an L anywhere in your name. Unless it's one of those pernicious L's that doesn't get pronounced for some reason. Hive says I'd rather a second-hand Les Paul and upgrade the electronics for roughly 800 than drop 4,000 on a Gibson. Oh God, that seems like a better investment. Also, Des, I've never been slagged off in Korean. I haven't watched a lot of Korean media either, so I can't really like speak to. Oh crap! I gotta write that down. Hold on a second. Kronos, let me write that down. A dash Tizlith. My biggest issue with anger in Japanese, or at least situations where I've had people presenting anger at me, like real movie time anger, not like the seething anger that most people actually feel, um, is it feels very performative, and I'm never super sure if this is like the anger that I should be scared of, or if this is the anger that I just wait out for them to, you know, go away, basically. The couple times I've had confrontations like that, though, like one was on the street and one was at work. The one at work was like distinctly uncomfortable. This is work when I was teaching. I've told this story before, but like the guy was much bigger than me. Like he was just a big burly dude. There was another student in the class. She was terrified. And she was convinced that it was her fault that this guy was angry. Uh, our classrooms had glass doors and a lot of glass in the partitions. And he kept on going in and out and slamming the door. He was also kicking the table and kicking the chair. And shouting and like getting in faces. So that was terrifying because I didn't really know. Like, that just hit all of my panic buttons. Because I also felt a responsibility to the student. Not him, I didn't feel any more responsibility to him, but to the other student who was, you know, losing her shit for completely good reason. The one on the street, the kid, like, eventually just got tired and left. But his closing line as he left, this was when I was with Honey Bunny, he got, like, he did this whole rant about how foreigners like don't follow traffic rules in Japan. And it's like, dude, we're in Osaka. Nobody follows traffic rules here. Nobody. That's like the Osaka hometown sport is ignoring traffic rules. And that's not even what got this situation started. But so he did his whole rant. He was super angry. I tried to de-escalate the situation because I was reacting as though I was in the United States, where I was assuming that this was going to go into a fight at any moment. Then he just kind of ran out of steam and kind of got a look of disgust and was like, "You're probably just going to go home and have sex." And then stomped off. And that was the end of it. And both me and Honey Bunny were like looking at each other like, it's not a bad idea, but the fuck? it was a situation. It was very weird. I've been around other angry people, but they weren't. That anger wasn't directed at me. So yeah, it was like, you know, it was like, sure, yeah, why? I guess why not? Sounds like a plan. Let's do that. That was a strange day. That was the day that I actually flipped my bike. Um, and that sucked. That hurt like a lot. This was completely not connected to the almost fight. I don't know, and this just I want to be very clear that this happened at like 10 o'clock in the morning, which is not, this is the flipping part, not the fight, which was later in the day. It's like 10 o'clock in the morning, which is not too early to be blindingly drunk, but I was not blindingly drunk. I had not had anything to drink as far as I remember, because I generally didn't tank up in the mornings when I was living with Honey Bunny. But I distinctly remember the thought process in my mind. Riding my bicycle with Honey Bunny and thinking to myself, what would happen if I put my foot into the spokes? And my brain meats said, that sounds like an experiment. Let's go for it. And the next thing I knew, I had put my foot into the spokes. And as you might expect, the back tire came flying up, and I came flying up with my seat, and ended up face planting on the ground. It was, I mean, I didn't get injured, at least. Oh my god, I did become that meme! In retrospect, I'm lucky I didn't break a leg, or at least a toe, but Ludo, I don't know why. I mean, honestly, you're asking me? Why? This is my brain meats. I hardly understand when they make good decisions. But this is just one of those decisions. Completely at like 37 ass years old, decided to test basic physics. Also, if I didn't say hello, Alice, hello, I hope that you are doing wonderfully today. I hope that life is treating you very gently, as you completely deserve. We're sharing stories about anger and bad decisions. I don't think I've done anything quite that bad since. But then think of it this way, Ludo, if I wasn't the kind of person that periodically would do things like that, I probably also wouldn't be the kind of person that when asked if they would be a guinea pig for suspensions, would, without a second thought, be like, fuck yeah, let's go for it. My house was, before a minute ago, having a gas leak. Holy shit. Did you get that sorted? I mean, I guess because before a minute ago, but please do take care. Alice, that's not safe. The path to the ruins of Thornstrike. I'm really not liking this bat's mouth. This is good to hear, Alice, and I would suggest keeping it that way until you figure out why it was leaking. Thornstrike Castle? Isn't Thornstrike a mechanic in Magic the Gathering? It's gotta be, right? Something that Talids would do? The bat's head is barely attached to the rest of it. This is true. Ludo, this is true. He's obsessed with creating an army of flesh-eating plants. Those are the best kinds of plants, by the way. Legend goes it all went south and his experience destroyed him and his castle. Now hold up a second. I want to poke a little bit the logic of your story here. Now, you said castle, but also flesh-eating plants. Now, I'm questioning, was the castle made of flesh? Was this like a SimC flat like castle? Did they have like a couple dots in vicissitude? They did living manse or something? Because that seems kind of fucked up. Like a castle made out of flesh. I'd like to see that. I would totally be down for that. Let's get going. I want to find that wish stone and get home. Those rock monsters are right behind us. Now, I'm going to lay some odds here, by the way, that... Okay, 1, easy bet. Castle's not made out of flesh. 2, the bat is going to learn some lesson about being oneself. And also wishing that you're not green when in the presence of people who are also green is kind of fucked up. And probably the bat's going to use its wish to get some snozzle leaf so that the orc kid's grandmother will stop snoring. I'm laying that out there, but I've got a feeling that that's where this story is going to end up. Now, if they beat expectations and have the bat go for vanity, then it will become the final boss. We'll have to fight the bat, the secret boss. Might as well ask, but how much are you playing on stream? I mean, it's only 3 areas, right? So, well, I mean, since we started this area, let's get to the end of this one, and then kind of see how we feel. Maybe we'll save the 3rd area for the next stream. Sorry, I was coughing up there. Lots of good things hidden in the grass and containers around here, but also bad things. Very bad things. Like your mom. I mean, that understandably so, though. White Chainsaw is ballin'. But the creator of White Chainsaw has a new level out that we'll probably be checking before the end of the stream, so... And I like her levels. Because I looked at a couple of her levels for the series. 1, 2, 3, swoosh. 1, 2, 3, swoosh. Oh, wait, there's no 3 in there. 1, 2, swoosh. I gotta get a shoe? Should I hold it longer? 1, 2, swoosh. I do kind of wish that they had given more opportunity to actually practice the timing. Because the first time that we were doing it, when we were learning it, they gave us those lights so that we could kind of track the tempo. But we no longer have those lights. And I think as soon as we pulled it off once, they went away. So, I mean, use tilt. What is it with the tilt controls? I'm seeing that every freaking where recently. Like, is that the new meme? Is something about tilt controls? I don't mind being out of the meme, but okay, so it's a returning meme. Gotta get to lunch, go back to work, so have fun. I will have a wonderful time, have a wonderful lunch, Des. We'll be here for, at the very least, another hour, but possibly another 2, in case you have a chance to drop back in. But if you can't, I understand. Don't worry, don't feel pressured. Blar! Oh, you're a Spitty Rock. Fuck you, Spitty Rock. Oh, excuse me, I am dodging, and by dodging I mean blocking. I call bullshit. I call giant bullshit. I keep on pressing X to like do a barrel roll, and it's not working out for me. Would you just die? Oh, now I get it to work. I am just not getting this combo to work. Oh, that's a shame. I really, really like that level. For a first community creation to actually play, that... I mean, it kind of set a standard, didn't it? Although I think that the assets are floating around in the wild, because I know I've seen assets from that creation elsewhere. Brah! Bunch of frickin' Muppets. I really appreciate that this tiny ass shield is so strong though. How many... Look, you gotta fuck right off. I'm just saying. Okay, I'm wacky now. Okay, I'm wacky now. I didn't quite pull off as well as I wanted to there. Now we definitely need something. Also, anything happened when I posted my LBP project on subreddit. I got DM'd by someone saying, "Wow, I can't wait to play this. I've heard of you before too." That is awesome. It's super cool you're getting recognition because you deserve it. I hacked the vines to no avail. Hope you get to the root of the problem. Hardy har har. Jerky. Dad jokes. Do adventurers have to do dad jokes? Is it required? Oh. Now, my friend, you are an angry-looking plant. Do you dig under the surface? Because it seems like a thing that plants would do. Oh shit, I died? LBP Creator Insider tip. I mean, yes? I don't know why there's like 2 P's in that, but... Listen, plant, I need you to die though. Oh, okay. Well, that's fair. I would never accuse you of not being German. Or German speaking, for that matter. Crow says, though, to be completely honest, I really wanted to hear what they thought of it as opposed to wanting to play it, but the gestures and I saw the same. Well, I mean, hopefully they will leave some kind of message when they do play it. I know that's not necessarily guaranteed, but I really should take a look again at one of your levels for the show. Just so that we get more Chronos levels, like, all up in the playlist. I know I know that we lost the Neon Dimension Rush look at, because that was in roughly 50 minutes fresh. I think we've got demo up, but I don't know if we've got chapter 0 anymore. That might have been in the before. DM's pretty cold now. I'd hate to bother him. I mean, that's what DMs are for, though, right? Like, isn't that by definition? They bothered you. I mean, they bothered you with kindness, but still. Yeah, absolutely. Unless they've made like a specific comment that they don't want to be DM'd. But that's more of a boundary thing. Wait, can we knock the arms off these things? Because that would be slick. Are there more? Give me more things to kill. Yeah, fuck you too, plant. Who's laughing now, motherfucker? Not you. I'm the one that's laughing. Me. If you were to give any of my... cover any of my old stuff, I'd say Neon Dimension Rush, because that's pretty much the only one I don't sort of hate. I mean... what do I mean? What was I gonna say? I think it films the best, honestly. I don't, by the way, have any hatred for your levels. I've always enjoyed the levels, even the question mark. But I think as a pure, like, let's play 5 minutes of this and just like show it, it's probably you get the most out of Neon Dimension Rush. So that might be a nice idea. Maybe I'll do that at the end of the month. Crummy Bridge violates all the building codes. Me and my Vertigo are out of here. Just like Doug. Not Nickelodeon's Doug. This is completely different Doug. What was that show called? Exit 57. That was Exit 57, I think. It was one of the sketch comedy shows of the 90s. They had Barry and Levon and like the $250 worth of pudding. Barry and Levon were like extremely white. That was the joke. You're probably asking yourself, Barry, Levon, where did you get $250 worth of pudding? Shh, that ain't none of your concern. Oh, Jilly, how you doing, yo? I hope that you are doing extremely well. You know, I mentioned on Twitter, but I did a deep dig into what passes for my memory. And I don't know if I can recall you around me ever being angry. I was thinking to myself, like, what would super angry Jace look like? And while I believe such a thing exists, by all means, everybody has the capability of becoming super angry, I just couldn't, like, I had no mental image to draw on. I consider myself blessed. Wait, what about Kingdom Hearts? Wait, Alice says, Nick Doug, who also Disney Doug, which means that Doug can be... Oh my god. Is that a good thing or is that a bad thing, Alice? Would we want Disney Doug or would we want Roger Plotz? Because I think we'd want Roger, right? Disney Doug was so... just so... I know the joke is that he was just a big ball of nothing, but he was totally a big ball of nothing. I'm super happy with that, to be honest. Generally don't go out of my way to piss people off, especially not people who are actually my friends. And what I miss from Chronos, after I publish it, I would post a drawing on Twitter. It would be one of my characters sitting under the LBP tree, and the Neon Player ship would be flying in the sky, and that's where I would have announced my retirement. Oh, that was about finishing demo. I would still love to see that piece of art, Chronos. Chest is locked. Damn it. I don't need a locked chest. I need a key. That's the opposite of a locked chest. That's also... I do not need these things that you are giving me. I can't get out that way. That's cheap. Crap jobs, crap relationships, manipulative people, and both pre-medication have wound me up a few notable times. Okay. Well then I'm glad that you're not currently in those situations. Which I feel like kind of goes without saying, but I went and said it anyways because if there's anything I know how to do, it's how to fill dead space. Life is good. This is wonderful. I'm very happy about this. Can I not pick up this skull? Skulls are not that heavy. No, but I totally need a skull. Or some rock. I need a thing to put here. Oh. Puzzles. Skulls! My lovely skulls! Oh, crumbs, somebody remind me to email my DAW tonight, because I will totally forget. And that would be a problem. Oh, buggery! I done died. I had an afterword prepared too. Honestly, kind of teared up a bit when I wrote it. Time is weird. Oh shit! We totally just game overed. Well, maybe that's for the best. Maybe that's for the best. That means that we can save that for another stream. We could take a look at Glory is not got. We got something, but it wasn't Glory. Unless it was Hand to Glory, which is just Digitalis. And really, I mean, how hard is it to get Digitalis these days? Honestly, I don't know because I don't have any blood pressure issues. But I do remember that that was a significant plot point in Stephen King's The Mangler. See, because they were trying to figure out what kind of monster had gotten summoned into this, what was it? It was, an industrial press, an industrial iron at a laundry. Like a big old laundry, not like a coin op laundry. And this industrial iron was killing folks. I read that sentence as a continuation. I just read a sentence that continued this, and I must share it. That man was born with a face that knows about emails. That's a thing. I don't think I was born with such a face. For which I am extremely glad. Anyways, one of the people that the Mangler killed happened to have some Digitalis in her pocket because Hand of Glory is just Digitalis. She had medication. So when the machine smushed her and got her virgin's blood, because it had to be virgin's blood, instead of getting a minor demon that was easily exorcised, it became a greater demon. And then the Mangler escaped and was stalking the streets of the city trying to kill the narrator. Now, I don't know if you've ever seen an industrial press for a laundry. They're really quite large. I mean, they're very big. They're very large. It's just not something I can imagine stalking the streets without somebody noticing. Hatch this full comment. Every single time Ben Affleck showed up, I was thrown for a loop. I don't think I'll ever be able to accept him in a period piece, which is unfortunate because it's really by no fault of his own. But no matter the hair department's valiant efforts, that man was born with a face that knows about emails. That's hilarious. I need to see the Mangler. I think you actually, you kind of maybe do. It's got Robert Englund just absolutely hamming the fuck out of it. Like, Robert Englund was the victim. He's the guy who runs the laundromat, and he's old now. He was the victim of an industrial accident with this Mangler apparently, and like his leg got messed up, which, you know, sucks. Except he builds a brace for his leg from scrap metal that he peeled off the Mangler. So, what does he say? He's like, there's a little bit of me in it, and a little bit of it in me. And he's got like this weird squint going on as he does. Like constantly, like he's a pirate or something. Wait, the Mangler 2 where the Mangler is a computer virus? What the fuck? How did the what? I honestly, Ludo, I don't remember anything else about the movie except it's a pretty cheapo movie. It's not as cheap as Trucks, which was the more serious adaptation of the short story Trucks, which became Maximum Overdrive. But the Trucks hews more closely to the short story. I think it also has Treat Williams in it. Definitely a low point in the King movie au viewer. I mean, maybe even lower than Lawnmower Man, because at least Lawnmower Man has got A. Pierce Brosnan, who's fucking awesome. Because he's just so smarmy. Even when he's a good guy, he's always smarmy. And B, it's the Lawnmower Man. It's got like early 90s CG, and it makes absolutely no fucking sense at all. Monkeys are involved. Now, I should give a warning for the Lawnmower Man in case anybody, for some reason, gets it in their heads to watch it, because it is probably, like, in the bottom 2 or 3 of King's crap movies. But also, it's got a really shitty, like, made-for-Hollywood mentally retarded character, or possibly autistic. It's a little bit up in the air as to what his actual psychological condition is, I think, but it's not particularly deftly handled. It's not given a light touch. He does become the titular lawnmower man. Well, he is the titular lawnmower man, and then he becomes a VR demon. It's all very Flowers for Algernon type of thing going on. Mangler Watch Party when? I mean, that does sound like kind of fun. Alice says in Mangler 2, the Mangler got inside computers and became a computer virus that does spooky one-liners in computer text. I hate it. The ending is peak art. I did not watch Lawnmower Man 2. I was very, because I gotta check when did Lawnmower Man come out, because this was like peak time for me to be pissed at media. This was my youth, and thankfully my youth took place well before the internet was even vaguely a thing the way it is today, or I probably would have made a complete ass out of myself. Lawnmower Man, 1992. So 92 would be freshman year of high school. And I've been reading King since junior high school. started off with Pet... Did I start with Pet Cemetery? I don't know, but I read Pet Cemetery in junior high school, and that was ever a mistake. That really, really fucked me up. But I had read the original Lawnmower Man story, which, for those of you who are not so blessed, is about a guy who hires a man to mow his lawn, but the man turns out to be a satyr who runs behind the enchanted lawnmower naked, eating the grass that the lawnmower throws out. Also, maybe like a woodchuck. And then definitely the guy who sees this freaks out, attracts the notice of the satyr, who runs him over the lawnmower and eats him and leaves him sprayed across the lawn. I thought that was pretty fucking badass as a kid. Little me was like, fuck yeah! Satyrs! Woo! Lawnmowers! Woo! So Lawnmower Man gets turned into a movie. I'm like, woo! I don't know what they're gonna do for 90 minutes, but I'm there for it. And it's not. It's so not. What did I miss? Why is Ludo saying sorry? 92. I won't spoil it, but I will say the last scene of Mangler 2 involves the Mangler in a Microsoft Sam voice saying, "You've been mangled." I hate that so much. I feel like I've got to fucking watch it now. I started with Dreamcatcher, so one of the worst entry points into King Possible. Dreamcatcher is awful. Dreamcatcher is so bad. Also, Dreamcatcher also has, like, really shitty mental, like, made-for-Hollywood mental illness type shit going on, and, like, it's just a mess, every part of that movie. The fact that it contains, unironically, the phrase shit weasels is the least bad part of it. I kind of liked it, like, the, wasn't there, like, a super alien gangrene thing going on? Like, if you got sprayed with the alien pollen, it would grow on the outside of your body or something? I feel like there was something like that in there. The shit weasels are kind of the best part. Dreamcatcher is a lot. It's a lot in all the worst ways. What? Stop doing that. Disco, stop doing that. What are you trying to do? Okay. ATZILUTH? Yeah. I can't believe it. Oh, the nine-tailed... It's gotta be the nine-tailed fox, right? Katsude fuin sareshi densetsu no... Oh... I know those two kanji, but I don't know how to read them together. Yogitsune? Ni fukatsu no... I don't know that one. Sharito... Oh crap, I don't know like half of those. As the report that the legendary Demony Fox with a Y. I love it. They call the mold Ripley too because alien, but Ripley's the good thing. They should have called it like the Xenomold or something. I hate it. I hate it. That was spectacular animation, by the way. Might have to watch that again for that animation, because that was really freaking good. Not about the mold. Japanese English is at its best when they try their best. I mean, you're not wrong. There's a particular, like, they tried feeling to it though. I feel the demon's atmosphere is increasing. The report was true? Did we get a report? Oh, we did, right. Oh, wow. Very pretty. Also demons? Also, I need to read the side. How to control. Okay, got attacks. We have a double jump, so it's an actual game. This is good to know. We have a bow. Look, I'm gonna forget all this shit anyways, so whatever. Ah! Look, I just want to shoot things. Wait, what did I just do? I became myself. Can I possess that? No. Can I possess the onigiri? No. Well, we're immortal as long as we're not possessing ourselves. Ah! That's interesting. I wonder if that was AI on purpose or if that is just how dreams works. When the imp is not possessing the character, I think that enemy AI treats it just like an object. That's got to be something that you could do a thing with that, I think. Are you gonna let me jump? Why am I not moving? Oh my god, this is tough. Why would you put such a fiddly jump right at the beginning of your level, dude? What is with this? I'm kind of loving this dude's beard. But also evil demons, so not pleased with those. Nice break on that rock though. Like that was actually pretty cool. But we're getting our butts kicked, so we're just gonna skip that. Oh my god! The fires, they burn. Can I kill you? I would like to kill you now. No? No, apparently not. Sure, fine, be that way. I feel like as pretty as this is, it probably needs a little bit more time in the oven. Because I do feel like I'm struggling with the controls a fair amount. It's almost like there's some kind of input lag. Can I possess myself? It's pretty though. I'll give him that. It's very pretty. Eh? And there are no haptics when I kill stuff. But I do have a bouncing head. So, you know, there's that. I hate to think that this level peaked at the intro animation, but so far it kind of peaked at the intro animation. Yeah, because like I'm just not really able to tell that I'm killing those things. Now, can I pull this boulder on myself? No. But that would be awesome. But no. Hey, hey. Buddy, buddy, buddy. Wait, that's a dash. That's totally not what I need. That's... Okay, that's one way to do it. I appreciate that there's alternate ways to beat the puzzles. It's always nice. Wait, what the fuck? Did we sequence break? Did we go down into the briny depths? Did we break the level? We totally broke the level. Oh my god. It's just like LBP. This creator must have been an LBP creator. They forgot to put a kill box. But now I don't know how to get back to where we were. Yeah, it is a bit of a shame. Gonna see if there's like a way to kill ourselves down here. You have leaped into the void. No. No, okay, there's no kill box. Well then. Oh, okay, we died. Let's not do that again. Oh, I gotta impy it. I mean, it's kind of neat the way the animation for releasing your imp, but at the same time, it's kind of a pain in the butt. But the breaking rocks are neat. And the jumping heads are neat. And we always like Oni. So... there's that. Do you think these flowers are gonna kill me? Darn it. I was really hoping for that. Oh god! Oops. Well, it's just like Hades, you know, it's progress through death. Also, I think I'm only 2 clears away from actually getting the true ending of Hades, so that's kind of nice. I'm already up to heat mode. I think I'm on 3 heat for one of my weapons. Excuse me, I'm sorry, but it sounds like this boar is kind of farting on me, so... I'd like to think that my streams are a little bit more elegant than this, thank you very much. You know, and it happens to the best of us, but at the same time, you know... At the same time, you know? Well then. Oh, we died together! How poetic. We died together and it completely broke the boar? Because I don't imagine he was supposed to stay up here? Its corpse can never be buried, so its soul can never be laid to rest. How sad. Now, Kronos' fish fact for the stream. Parrotfish consume dead coral and grind it within a second layer of teeth. Their excretions make a beautiful sand on the beaches. That's actually kind of awesome. And I love it. So sand is just double digested polyps? Listen, Tengu... What the fuck was that? Tengu, you're gonna end up breaking the game again? And I'd like you to not do that? Oh, that's a very pretty barrier. I like that. Got some nice animation going on. Onigiri! I need them! Okay, look, Tengu, could you come the fuck here so I could kill you? Because clearly, you are a load-bearing boss. Got some very strange camera choices going on here. I don't know if that's on purpose, but I love them. I hate spiders, but I love them. Much more terrifying than the boar was. Do I have to kill them? Because they're kind of spongy. Bovine spidery form encephalitis? It's more likely than you think. Okay, rock. Thank you. Tsuchinoko! Maybe? Did we find the Tsuchinoko? Or did we just find a giant angry squirrel? Because that's clearly a giant angry squirrel. Also, the fuck? Look, squirrel, I don't know what you think you're doing, but I need you to stop. I'm the only angry squirrel allowed here. Thank you very much. What the f— I really think it would help if the creator decided to do some Foley work. Maybe hire out for that. Well, how do I shoot? Choices were made. It's like a very sad duck. At the very least, the animations are really nice. Like, I gotta give it that. They are pretty cool. I wouldn't say that the imp is particularly well implemented. No, that's not true. The implementation is fine, it's the integration that's weird. Well, I mean, if you want to clip that, by all means. We encourage and delight in clips. I hate these jumps. Oh, fuck off! Honestly, though. Oh, Jesus. Hi. The jump is so freaking wonky. Ah, so. And I don't know why. Like, there's hardly any platforming, so why would you make it if you're not gonna really put some time into platforming in your level? Why would you make it so the platforming you do have is so damn fiddly? No, and I'll be honest, like, few of the platformers that we've played really feel like they've got the controls really down to support it. I heard that demons acted violently here, and I came for an investigation from the capital. Is that shrine enshrining the steel stone of the fox? The shrine of the fox is there. There are many demons, and we cannot live in peace recently. Please help us. I refuse to help you. You're mere peasants. The warrior class does not help the peasantry. That's right, be scared and hide, child. You don't know how lucky you are. Just because I'm burying my midriff doesn't mean I'm not an evil warrior. Oh my god! What the... I mean, I know it's an Ushioni, but, like... It just completely teleported backwards? You can't do shit like that. Well, you know, you kind of have to, though, don't you, Ludo? I really want to make a platformer, and it feels good to just... It feels good to jump, but I'm a very lazy ghost. That is true. It's not quite Duck Cat. But it tries. It tries its hardest. You can really feel it. Wait, is its abdomen deflating? Are we deflating the Oni? And its head is growing? What the fuck is going on here? I mean, I love it, but... Blore! I'm kind of hoping this is the end of the creation, to be honest. I mean, it's been fun enough, and it's definitely looked nice, but it's too late! I'll never get these back to the video store in time. Where did the fox go? What does the fox say, though? We don't care where the fox went, we want to know what the fox says. It's not this direction. Are you sure? Probably. Okay, there's nothing that I can grab. I'm trying to interact with shit. It's not working. Did the fox go back to the village? Is the fox actually that mom? I do wonder if I'll get into dreams creation while you're still streaming. I mean, I'm not planning to stop streaming anytime soon. The only reason that we stopped before was that, you know, I had no spoons. So, provided, like, it just doesn't become completely morally untenable to stream on Twitch, then I foresee that we will continue. I'd hate to swear off soup. I mean, yeah, that's... I also would hate to swear off soup. That would be terrible. It's here. Into the house? Look, we know it's the mom and the kid. What is with the kid's face? Did the kid, like, just morph into a dog? My daughter's fallen sick. Will you please leave us alone? That's kind of suspicious. Listen, lady, we're hell-bent for soup here. We will not leave you alone. The daughter's becoming the fox demon. Who could have foreseen this? She's possessed by the fox. You should get out of here. Everybody's got digestive issues. Get out! See, it's always the warrior class fucking with the peasants. What is with that whole face? Did we all see that? Did that happen? We saw that happen, right? The daughter's fox head just grew giant and ate the mom? I never miss it. Right? And it was in slow motion too, so that we felt every piece of that. I'm gonna have nightmares. They'll be the good kind of nightmares, but still. Next chapter, 2022 out. Probably. I'll give it a thumbs up. That was fun. I gave it some ribbing, but I still enjoyed it. Are they nightmares if they're good? Possibly? I guess it depends on how we're defining nightmares. What did I just see? Why do you keep on giving me completely different results? Ah, it's histoire. Histoire. I can't spell? Good, go me. Go, fucking go me. Oh, it's because I keep on hitting R2 with my finger. See, I went through the trouble of getting my muscle memory to hold the controller so that I actually have my fingers over both the 1 and 2 shoulder buttons. And now I keep on triggering them on accident, so well done. Well done, me. Alright, so what's our new one here? Because I think we've played all this. Yeah, Kronos, I'm sure that we played all this. We did Twilight Ghost. Haven't we done Robot Survival? I don't know. I mean, I'm honestly confuzzled. No, we don't want to report it. I want to see the roadmap. I guess they're not going to show us the roadmap. Oh, piffles. Well, we can shoot some things as a robot rabbit. That's not a problem. Poignancy. Poignancy. This game aspires to be the next Nier. Gun is R2. Excellent. Aim on or off with L2. Okay. Saber is R1. Love it. Beam is L1. Transform. Excuse me? I don't remember being able to do this. We could turn into a mini bun. How could you not like a mini bun? Do I still have guns as a bun? Oh, we can't. We don't get them both at the same time. Look, I'm trying to discover myself here. Robot, don't be such an asshole. I can't see anything. Okay, everything is killing us. This is a problem. Could you all just fuck off for a second? I'm just trying to... Everything is fire. Isn't it, though? I'm kind of hating this. Everything is fire and everything is just on top of me? Back the fuck off, yo! I don't even have a double jump. This is not a real game. What is going on? What? I can't see anything. I mean, nothing is because everything is constantly burning. My thing I was going to write about, No Time to Die, as a quick way to get myself back into writing, is now turning into a thing about No Time to Die, No Way Home, Rebuild 3, and Matrix Resurrections. You know, it's just a quick thing to get yourself back into writing. The base is being attacked. I don't care. Let the base be attacked. All that shit just fucked my shit up. That was just round one. Hive, I'm thinking that you may have bitten off a little bit more than you really should be chewing. Because it seems like you've got a lot going on there, like that plate. What are you doing, mate? Are you just, what are you trying to sneak up? Look, I totally saw ya. Look at me, I'm a bun. I think if we die or if the base dies, because we've got a health meter and it's pretty low right now. Oh, we are dead. The camera's awful. The camera's terrible. Yeah, and I mean, I like Ange, but it's not a great one. It's not a great one. What have we got? Animated painting. I could put an animated painting on as I make another cup of coffee that I totally fucking need. And maybe I'll check out this Into Light later. Because it says it's by somebody that we follow, and I don't remember anybody that we follow, so... Alright, the fan has exceeded its usefulness. Hand animated painting that loops as long as you're willing to watch. Hopefully there's some music going on too. Cafe Wave. But Kronos, the problem is that I couldn't share that with everybody else. Oh my god? What the actual fuck? And I mean that in the most positive way I could possibly say it. This is amazing. I'm not even blowing smoke for effect. This is like... See, this is like one of those times when you step into something that doesn't look like it's out of dreams. Like it looks like it's done in a completely different program or a completely different medium. Awesome. Also, I don't know what's going on with that elephant there in the background, but it's kind of freaking me out. I think it's hoovering those cakes. I might have to put a follow on the creator. Look at these fingers of mine. They're just terrible and fucked up. One of these days they're gonna fall right off, and then I'm gonna be in a lot of trouble because, you know... Oh, absolutely. This is probably gonna... I was thinking the thumbnail was gonna be the demon child eating the mother, but I think it might be this. Are you telling me, Ludo, that I should apply John Carpenter's The Thing to my hands? Because, while on one hand I think that would solve the problem, on the other hand, I would be the Thing. In it, though? By the way, thinking of John Carpenter's The Thing, as I so often do, I read The Things by Peter Watts. Peter Watts is the dude who did Blind Light, which, whether or not you've read that or not, it's probably far more pretentious than it really needs to be, but it's got some interesting ideas in it. It's the movie The Thing, but told from The Thing's perspective. The final line almost ruins the entire story, I think. It's not a long story, it's a short story. You could probably read it in about, like, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes at most. But it's pretty interesting right up until the very final line, and it's kind of like... You sure made a choice when you went for that one? But, you know, I do kind of recommend it. That is Watts with 2 T's, by the way. Peter Watts, W-A-T-T-S. Not quite as good as the dude who did Annihilation, but a little bit more in your slightly more psychological sci-fi horror vein. Ludo says, if you're the Thing, everybody else is going to be the Thing soon, so it's not that bad. I don't know if I want to be part of a hive being, Ludo, honestly. Like, I'm kind of torn here. On one hand, body horror and polymorphing are definitely my jams, and I aspire to that. I think it would solve a lot of personal issues. On the other hand, I already share headspace with my own brain meats, and that's kind of a lot. I don't know that I'd want to share headspace with the entire world. I mean, 8 billion people's worth of brain meats is a little bit much to ask. On the other hand, if it would keep my fingers from cracking open, as they seem to be inclined to do from this point on, that's maybe not the worst result. I don't know. I'm gonna have to put some thought into this. What's nice is the song's not even that bad. Talking about the thing that we've got on display right now. Like, it is actually a song that's nice to leave on in the background. Ludo says, do you not trust the feelings of the flesh? Our biology yearns to join with yours. We welcome you to our mass. But you puzzle us. Why do you? Wait. Why do you serve our mother? How can you choose cold metal over the splendor of flesh? But you fear us. We hear your thoughts, and they rage for your brothers you believe dead, but they are not. They sing in our symphony of life. We offer another chance to join us. If you choose to lie down with the machine, we will rend you apart and put you separate from the joy of... Oh, I was wondering where that was going from. Coming from, that is. You've reminded me to track down a copy of Who Goes There I found a while back. Like, did you find it at a used shop or something? I've still never read Who Goes There. I should really solve that. That's not Ramsey Campbell, is it? I used to know who wrote that, and now I can't remember. The used shop, that is Google. I mean, that's fair. The many are basically the thing if it could talk and was angry at machine. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I want any body horror polymorphing that doesn't incorporate machinery. John Campbell. Okay. I was close. I had 1/2. Ramsey Campbell is somebody else. I mean, I like the meat. The meat is good, but I also want, like, struts and spikes and construction. Also, if we can incorporate some broken glass, like, that would be fucking badass. I would definitely be down with working some broken glass into the body. I'm just saying is all. It's all flesh this and flesh that on one side and machine this and machine that on the other side. I'm saying bring these parts together, yo. I mean, Hive... Yeah? As bad as that movie was, and the comic that it came from really wasn't that great either. But as bad as that movie was, the designs were pretty top-notch. You don't really get to see much of them, but what we do get to see I mean, it's on my list to watch again, Hive, because I don't remember it, and that's actually kind of does say something, though. Like, beyond the creature designs, I don't really remember anything of the movie. I know that it had Donald Sutherland and Jamie Lee Curtis in it, and that they were both completely wasted. I mean, they were probably wasted making the movie, but, like, their talents were wasted. So, that's a shame, you know. All right. Well, I am distinctly pleased that we finally sat down with this one because this was pretty fucking cool. But I do think, because I finished my cigarette, that we are gonna go. Um, that I'm gonna put a thumbs up on this, and I'm also gonna follow this creator because they may make some pretty cool stuff for us to look at in the future. No, I need to back out those thing. How do I do that? I always forget. Exit creation. Good job, Venwave. Absolutely good job. I don't know if my voice is quite conveying the emotion that I feel about that, but that was excellent. I don't know how it's Art Deco. Like, I don't think I would call it Art Deco by any meaning of that phrase that I know, but even still, well done. Well done. Now, what was this one? Into the Light, because this is someone that we follow. C Entertain PS. I do not recognize that name. What have you done? Did we follow them for music? We might have followed them for music. That seems kind of likely, because I don't recognize any of these creations. It was an electrical alien space virus that ends up infecting a Russian ship and searching human knowledge, and then deciding that we are the violent virus. Oh, they might have. That's true, Hive. That's possible. I mean, it was. Yeah, I mean, it was not good. It was not good. But I mean, it was pretty. It was a pretty movie. You, surface dweller, wake up in a vast, dead research facility, find out what happened and escape. On your way, you'll face lots of puzzles as well as architecture telling the story of great times. What are you waiting for? Let the test begin. If these tests end up being annoying, I might bounce, but I want to watch it too, as I do with all this trash. I mean, Ludo, give it a watch, absolutely. Even just for the creature designs, it's worth it. Before we start, this game was made with motion controls in mind, fuck us. So please change to that control scheme in the settings. It also has to be noted, if you're playing in VR base or slim PS4, please activate low frequency mode in VR settings, as some scenes can approach 30 FPS on those devices. When I say it's not good, I mean, the only thing it's got going for it is the creature designs. It's mostly boring otherwise. Bing, bing, bing! I did the dragonfly show up in the movie, Hive? Because one of the covers for the comic was this really cool looking dragonfly looking thing, except the wings were made out of like skin, like people's skin. It was pretty badass. I wonder if I could find that. Hold on a second. But Virus is such like a fuck. I'm gonna look up Virus comic and I'm gonna get about 12 bajillion results. So how can we narrow this down? Dark Horse? Oh, fuck, that hurts to type. Comic. Virus. Maybe that'll pull it up. Yeah. Yeah, it's the cover for issue number 1. It's not the wings that are flesh, though. Okay. Or one of the wings is flesh, and the other one looks like it's part of a flag. It's got like they made a second Virus comic? That sounds awful. It's got like a wrench for a mouth and scalpels for the ends of its little leggies and a video camera for a face. I love it. It's so cute. Also, I'm pretty sure that this scorpion-looking motherfucker is what shows up in the cabin in the woods. Because you could see a biomechanical scorpion-looking motherfucker chopping some dudes up in a stairwell, I think, when they're looking at the security cameras. And I'm pretty sure that's where it comes from. God, the art looks much worse than I remember it. Well, it doesn't look worse, it just doesn't look particularly good. Zombie World. Dead End. Oh my god, the art looks terrible on that. Zombie World. Winter's Dregs. Dun dun dun. Alright, enough of that bullshit. Harbinger Down is I liked Harbinger Down. I have watched it. It's got Lance Henriksen in it, yo. That was a question to Ludo. That wasn't a question to me. It's a movie that's notable only for the fact that it's a modern B-movie with practical creature effects. That was the big selling point. Between that and, Fuck. Fuck. Oh, buggery, I just watched that last month. Or 2 months ago, I don't remember. The kind of mythos horror-y, there's a cult that's attacking a hospital. The doctor is, like, bringing people back from the dead. It's all practical effects. Everybody's kind of jerky in it. I thought the sheriff was kind of a douche. The Void, yes. Although I think The Void was better than Harbinger Down. If you had to choose between one of them to watch, I'd watch The Void. Although it does it lacks a certain degree of Hendrickson. So I mean, take that into account. There's 3 movies from 2016 called The Void. That was the year of The Void. Void the Noid, yo. Do you think so, Hive? No, actually, yes. Okay, I could totally see that. I can see that now. I was thinking John Carpenter of The Thing, but John Carpenter of Prince of Darkness? Yeah. I liked it, Hive. You're not alone. You're not alone here. Your journey into the unknown starts with its first goal. Try to find out who could have brought you here. Also, small gold star, but gold star nonetheless. They use the correct its. Good job. Everybody fucks that up. Good luck. Good luck. You'll need it. Big money. Big prizes. Big hand. I don't know how I feel about having this hand here. Like, I'd almost rather not. Press X to jump over obstacles. It may feel a bit weird at first, seeing as you're just a disembodied hand, but you'll soon get used to it. Why would it feel weird to jump? Were we previously incapable of jumping? In which case it would feel very weird, yes. Also pretty. Also, we do not have a double jump, ergo, not an actual level. Doors are the go-to way of moving around this place. Some are open and have a good day. Others not. Try to be nice to your doors. Oh, okay. What if the door's a jerk? What if the door deserves me being mean to it? Have you considered that? I haven't read Hitchhikers since... Okay, probably uni. Not as far back as high school, but... I don't think I've read Hitchhikers since uni, so... That just went right over my head. I like that you could potentially go through both campaigns of Scarlet Nexus and it not be a game at all if you neglect exploring the upgrades. Is that where you get the double jump? Because, I mean, Chronos has told us that a game is not a game without a double jump. And I trust Chronos. So without the double jump, Scarlet Nexus, not a game. It's only masquerading as a game. It's an idea of a game that has hollowed out an actual game and is living in its flesh. And there we are with flesh again. Our jump is quite high though. I gotta give it that. Buttons can come in many shapes and forms. However, here they're present as weighted plates. Step on one if you dare. There's one right behind you. Look, it didn't do nothing to me. I don't need to step on it unless it wants me to. In which case, I'd have some questions to ask. Like, why do you want to be stepped on by a squirrel, yo? Most people want to be stepped on by a giant vampire lady. I am just a very small squirrel. Chronos says, I don't remember that, although I do remember saying that it's not a video game if it's not open world. I'm 90% positive that it was you that made the statement that if it didn't have a double jump, it wasn't an actual video game. Now, if I am misrepresenting you, I do apologize, and honestly so. But I'm pretty sure this is one of the few things that, like, actually pops up in my memory from streams. It does sound like a Chronos thing to say. We've got your number, Chronos. And your number is 4. Oh. Sometimes paths are sometimes easy to traverse, sometimes not. The way that is before you can be easy to overcome even when collapsed. Like my self-esteem? Oh, never mind. Don't know where that came from. Ignore that. Is a collapsed path just a stairs? Is that what you're telling us? Nice music, though. And I do like the environment. I don't know that I like being a disembodied hand. Mainly because it's taking up visual real estate. And it doesn't seem to be doing anything for us. I suppose it's possible we may eventually need to manipulate some kind of object, but... like, it's just right here, directly in the center of my field of vision. Oh! Oh, Hive! Hive, good call. Because they did say that this was VR playable. Climbs might... Climbs might doom one to fall. Only rising again will lead to one's full ascent. Okay, now that sounds like bullshit fortune cookie bullshit. We don't need that. Nobody asked for that. Keep your BS white zen. Just keep it, honestly. Oh god, I hate that, Hive. I know that you didn't make that up, but I still hate it. Wait, no, that was phrased completely wrong, and probably would give you the wrong impression. I love it. Last stream of the week is always the one where I have no ability to talk anymore. I make no sense even to myself. And that's okay. It's annoying, but it's okay. Now, where are we going? Why do I have the feeling that this level is just going to be giant? I don't know if I need giant. I do not like these lens flares. I mean... But consider... J.J. Abrams would love this level? This was a level designed for J.J.? And doesn't J.J. Abrams also deserve creations? Surprises may wait after every frame. They could have left the hand out of the picture till it shows up for the first time. I mean, until you need it. I think that would have been fine. I don't know if... I mean, maybe the hand is to give VR players something to orient themselves on. I've never done a VR, so I'm not really sure how that works, but... Also don't like that VR's mode allegedly reaches a grand total of 1/3 of what is deemed to be a comfortable frame rate for VR. Well, what happens if the frame rate's too low in VR? Like, is it more likely to make you feel motion sick because it's jumping too much? Because that would make a lot of sense. Ah, gotcha. Your travels finally bring you to a portal. It seems like this journey will take you places. It might be like a Dreams issue, though, I've heard that Dreams has got real frame rate issues, real frame rate problems. The marker. It indicates where to go next. Always look out for them. Also, it brings up necromorphs. And we know how Disco feels about necromorphs. She loves necromorphs. They're fucking cool. The Gravizone. Simply move into the light and hold the jump button. I mean, if we're gonna crib from Portal, crib the good stuff. I read that, Hive. That poor lady who kept on, like, punching herself in the tit because she was trying to get grenades. And the motion that you have to do is, like, to bring your hand up to your chest, except where they expected your hand to be was, you know, cis guys with no tits. Wait, did I do something? I would not like to play a game that continually required me to punch myself in the tit. Even if mine are non-existent at the moment. Someday they'll be there. Into the light! This is a great dream. Super Afro Boy, it is wonderful to have you here. I believe this is first time, so welcome to the channel. My name is Risco. I'm a 43-year-old... Oh god, I'm 43. 43-year-old American trans woman living in Japan who plays games 3 days a week. And does dreams bi-monthly. But I hope that you enjoy your time with us. First time viewer, long time dreamer, it is wonderful to have you. If you have any dreams that you would like us to take a look at, by all means, please mention them in chat. I will write them down. Because I always love finding new stuff. I don't know if I'm going to play through the entirety of this stream, if it's really long, just so that we can get a couple more in before the end of the episode, but... yeah. We've got hubs. We've got hubs and rooms. This is going to be giant. It's a pretty long one. Potentially 4 or 5 hours? Well then. And see, this is why I don't do my level review series anymore, because I do not have 4 or 5 hours. Yes. Hive has got it right. Generally speaking, the dream streams are every second and fourth Thursday, 9 p.m. Japan hours. Creator's done a lot of QL updates that may have cut that down. I imagine even if it's been cut down, it's probably been cut down into probably still something fairly bulky. Kronos may possibly be asking for me. I also do a YouTube LBP level review series. And if you are an LBP creator, it's quite possible that you might end up in the show. I always want to get into LBP, but didn't have the PS hardware at that time. That is a shame. But if you do ever get into LBP, let me know. Wait. Didn't we just come from here? This looks familiar. Oh, we just came from here. And I'm in the soup. And Hive is there with the LBP. We do family-friendly streams on the alternating Thursdays. And our Monday and Tuesdays right now have been Biohazard 4. Oh god, I keep on jumping into the water. I have lots of dreams, but I don't like to push my stuff on the first time I join a streamer. Well, you don't have to feel like you're pushing your stuff if you have been welcomed to do it. I absolutely invite people to bring it up, so if you have something to recommend, if you've got a, oh, for Disco. You can do this jump. This is a simple jump. This is an easy jump. If you do have something you'd like us to look at, I would be more than happy to do it. Kronos is absolutely right. We do get people who drift in, but not too many, unfortunately. Alright. I feel like I've got to be doing the look at my feet when I jump that I always used to do for Metroid Prime. Which is, it's the only way I can do 3D platforming. My favorite dream that I've played... maybe White Chainsaw? I think White Chainsaw was one of the first streams that I played that... like, really had nailed the sense of atmosphere. It got that creepy tension thing going for it really, really well. There's a couple of story dreams that I played way back when. Now I'm gonna have to check my notes. Because I'm sure that I did an episode, but I think the episode was in the before. Oh, that's old notes. Those are like super old notes. Old notes... no. Why am I even checking this? Because there's no way I'm gonna find these things. Crumbs. I will see if I can figure out what level I'm thinking of, but there was a really nice story looking level that I looked at a long time ago. It's a good one. It is absolutely a good one. Oh, it's TTK here! Kittens! It is wonderful to see you, kittens. I hope you're doing really well tonight. And you did show up earlier, and this is my Thursday stream, which means I don't have work tomorrow, which means as long as I don't get super tired, which I'm actually feeling awake right now, probably the 3 cups of coffee, that I might be here a little bit longer than the usual 3 hours. Which is funny because, as Kronos would tell you, I started this episode thinking that I was going to stream for less than that. But, you know, these things happen. 3 cups of coffee would do it. They have done it. But I'm still feeling good. I'm still feeling functional. A little bit slippery in the brain meats. The tongue is not responding quite as it needs to be. But I'm still happy to be here. So there are at least 2 variables at play here, but really 3. Does anybody want anything? That's a pretty heavy-duty question there, kittens. I'm not sure what your local grocers has. But I can think of any number of esoteric things that I would want. But what would I want that a grocer's would have? You know, honestly, simply, I would kill for a bag of lentils. Now, the lentils are easily obtainable. I could actually just go and buy a set tomorrow, but I haven't done that. because I'm kind of lazy. And wait. You drink aloe vera? Because, like, isn't that what you put on skulls? That doesn't seem like a good idea. That doesn't seem like a good idea at all, Kronos. Wait, for real? What magic is this? No, I have not. I know it's a plant, Ludo. It's a plant you put on burns. Everybody learns as a kid. If you get a burn, you break a bit of aloe vera and you rub it on your arm. It doesn't even matter if the burn is on your arm. That's just where you put it. Oh, it's Claire. It is wonderful to see you as well, Claire. I hope that you're doing very, very well tonight. We are currently lost, but we're lost in a pretty interesting looking place, so that's worthwhile. We're all good with that. But I hope that life is treating you good today, Claire. That the restaurant is being kind to you. I'm going in circles. I'm totally going in circles. That's not good. That's not good at all. See, everybody's telling me aloe vera is a drink. And I'll believe you because none of you seem like the type to just lie to me about something like this. But at the same time, I mean, it just seems like it would taste like burn ointment. And I don't... Is that a thing that you want? Or should you drink aloe vera after you've drink, like, say you have, like, hot cocoa really super quick? Like, you just down a shot of hot cocoa, which really you ought not do, and you burn your throat, and then you drink the aloe vera? Is that how that works? It seems like that's how it should work. It's really refreshing. It's like juice with little chunks of aloe vera. This is not... I love you all, but none of this is sounding appealing. I do not put cucumber on my eyes because I respect cucumber, thank you very much. I respect cucumber way too much to just be putting it on my eyes. That's probably what happened to Kronos with the eye meat saga. Went and put cucumber on it. Then the eyes went all wacky. I'm with you, Super Afro Boy. I'm like chunky stew, chunky curry. Of course, these things are good and wonderful as they should be. But like chunky juice, pulpy juice, I'm good with pulpy juice. Chunky seems like a step too far. I am a cucumber respecter. And I do not respect the cucumbers they have here in Japan. These like whingy, starveling little things. Not big, fat, watery cucumbers that are filled with deliciosity. Chunky juice is only good if it's a smoothie. Fair enough. See, I do not like bubble tea. That was a trend that completely just did not do it for me. Kittens loves texture in all things. And I respect that. I'm not saying that anyone is to be castigated, to be cast out from mine eyes because they like the aloe vera drinks. Just saying that it might not be for me. Wait, for real? Although, when I was a kid, I was definitely not a pulpy orange juice gal. But something happened, and I just became... That just ended up being my thing. And now I don't like the non-pulpy orange juice. Okay, wait, I want to... Hold on a second. I want to check this. I want to get this straight. Y'all are down with the chunky aloe vera drinks? But then you won't... None of you will drink pulpy orange juice? Would you... I just these they don't. I don't know how I feel about this. Not betrayed. Betrayed is certainly too strong for the situation at hand, but at the same time, you know, it just feels wrong. We are in accordance, kittens, and if you ever find yourself in Japan, I will treat you. I will treat you to some pulpy orange juice. Now, Ludo says, really want to try boba? There's a couple of places, but I don't want to catch the Omicron. That's fair. Ludo, I would rather that you did not catch that as well. Hive says, OJ with pulp does not agree with me. I cannot handle the mouthfeel of pulpy OJ. You know... Look, I can't throw shade on anybody's texture-based food decisions. I myself, I cannot stand bananas. Why? Because they're kind of soft and squishy and smooth, but also sweet. Because, you know what? Mashed potatoes, fucking love them. Guacamole, excellent. Avocado, fuck yes. That texture in anything not sweet works for me totally, no problems at all. But bananas, same texture, sweet. It's like my mind rebels. It's like, get this away from me. I do not want this. Take this from my sight. Banana tier is no, Kronos, no. I mean, A tier, perhaps. The only S tier bread is flaxseed bread. This is known. Flaxseed is amazing. Kin says, I can somehow handle the texture of pulpy OJ, but not mashed potatoes, even though objectively they're kind of similar. This is the, I mean, see, and this is why I don't throw rocks at anybody for how they choose their, like, their foodstuffs, like what works for them, because it never makes any fucking sense. I'm about to get cancelled, but all bread is F tier. Damn, kittens! Damn, yo! That's a broadside! That's just a howitzer, yo! You can't just... I mean... Kittens, I still love you. I will defend you with my life. But we're not on the same page. We are not on the same page on that one. I don't like the way bread makes my mouth feel. That's interesting. That's very interesting. I'm really digging on this music, but this level is just... I feel like this level is something that I would need to sit down myself so I could just kind of focus on what I'm doing, because clearly that's not happening. So I might bounce from this one, but I can put a like on it, and that way I can find it again eventually. But I am going to bounce out of it, so let's put a thumbs up on that. Let's exit creation, and I want to... Can I... Dreams you've thumbed up. See, the problem is the level I'm thinking of is so long ago that I wonder if it's going to even come up. Have I tried Trip's Voyage? I have not, but let me write that down really quick. I have got to do something about my fingers, because I'm not going to be able to write any frickin' thing. This was way back when I started my series, so... Hive says there's some things I can handle for my autism as well. Oh, so this is going in with, in something Kittens mentioned. Kittens says my autistic brain sorts things into dry and wet food. If it's too dry, no thanks, get out, leave my house. That's very interesting. I had never really thought of that. Kronos! Kronos, I love that! Wait, what? These... Why are these not in any kind of order? Because A Little Place in Outer Space was... Or maybe I'm thinking something different. What am I looking for? Not The Encounter. I was way more profligate with my thumbs up when I first started playing Dreams. Because some of this stuff kind of looks crappy. Not Neon Mancer. Cat Pile is amazing. Super... hold on a second. I want to make sure I get the name right. Greetings, Alpha Beta. It is a pleasure to see you. Super Afro Boy. Have you played Cat Pile? Because Cat Pile is a whole kind of thing. That's a really fun level. So I do give that one a recommend. It's not the one that I was looking for you, but this is the one. I'm not gonna play it on the stream right now because I think it's something that you might enjoy experiencing for yourself. But the creator's name is Sianisu. I think it should be pronounced because I'm pretty sure this creator is Japanese. Sianisu 530. Now the spelling on that is SYANISU and then 530. They put together some really beautiful environments that do a lot of work with visual world building. Like there's some story going on in it, but it's kind of mainly you discovering what's going on or what has gone on through your interactions with the environment. But it's just all around really, really cool. The design on the space and the main character is something that I particularly liked. And even though I'm pretty sure that I did the review for this level like 2 years ago, I still have pretty solid memories of it. So if you haven't played any of their levels, it might be worth taking a look at. I don't know if Chris Redwalker has done any new work. I could definitely give it a look up. No, I didn't want to play this though. I just said I wasn't going to play this one yet. Because I wanted to take a look at Trip's Voyage, and Kronos says you should have seen my older hearted list. It's extreme cringe. I will not subject you to the cringe of looking at your old hearted lists. I'll let that sleeping dog lie as you suggested. Now let's see. Trip's Voyage. Trip's Voyage is amazing. Then we will give this a look. By the way, I did not mention this. I'm not sure what devices you're watching from, but if you are watching on like Twitch on the web, I would ask you to take a quick look at the panels that we've got under the stream because they give a little bit of background on the kind of the environment or the community here and just how we do things. So that might be helpful to you if you plan on sticking around. I do know that you can actually look at those if you're watching from PS4, and they're kind of hard to get to if you're watching on mobile. But if you can look at them, I would recommend it. Now, Trip's Voyage. Should we be looking at the work in progress, or should we be looking at... Because there's two trips voyages here. Not the work in progress, not the teaser. Okay, so it's just the single player one here. Okay. Oh, wow. I mean, the character design looks really slick. Trip gets a little tired of lounging on his home island, and decides to venture out for gold in this grand platforming adventure. 45 minutes to an hour, PS4 Pro or 5 recommended. That might be a little bit tricky. It's by UFO Lace and Actual Jimmy Jam. Okay, well, because this is 45 minutes to an hour, let me take a really quick break, because I gotta kind of use the bathroom. Let me take a really quick break to do that. I'll be right back. Yes. Also some water for my throat, or orange juice, which is pulpy. My throat better not be getting all frickin' scratchy, because I don't need that. Sweet, sweet pulpy orange juice. Alright, we are back. Pulpy is fine as long as it's not chunky. We are in accord. The gameplay is just fine on base PS4. This is excellent to know, because all I've got is base PS4. So let us get into this. And if it's that chunky, this might be the last creation that we look at for the streams, unless my throat is feeling really good at the end of it. Because I do think we're going to go over 3 hours most likely, but... Almost definitely we're going to go over 3 hours. But I don't know how much over 3 hours. This looks slick as hell. Okay, except for that extreme close-up. Thought of the day. Fish! Oh crap, by the way, kittens... I shaved off like half my hair, and it's actually looking rockin'. And I did it all myself. I know. I acquired very precise choice of verbs. L1 while running to roll. I acquired a mirror. It's kind of like about an inch and a half up from that bump in the back of the head that everybody has, and then all the way around. So like from temple to temple, and then everything south of that is just gone. I've got enough left on top. Yes, the occipital bone. Thank you. I've got enough left on top that I can still do the front buns. But I'm actually liking it a lot. But I had to shave it twice because the first time I didn't have a mirror. And I found out once I acquired a mirror that I'd actually done a pretty good job just by guesswork. So I think like I got like an extra 2 points of confidence. I'm not sure like what the scale of confidence is, but easily like an extra 2 points. Do we get a double jump? No, we do not. Once a mirror entered my life, I mean, it's gonna make it easier for the next time. Although I've found, slightly troubling, that it's extremely difficult to see directly in the back of my noggin. We do get a wall jump. It's a start. My side shave gave me +2 gender points. Okay. Speaking of gender points... Now, from the front, I would say that I don't look distinctly different. I mean, if I turn my head or something, like, of course you could see the shave, but... Like, I did set it up so I could keep the buns, which is basically what I looked like from the front anyways. I've had more people correctly gender me in the past 2 days than in the past 2 months. And it's been wonderful, but it's also kind of weirding me the fuck out. Because I was really worried it was going to go the other way. You know? Be like... I guess, like, I don't associate, like, super cropped hair or super short hair with guys specifically, because most of the gals that I've seen as goals have had super short cropped hair. But I believe that other people do, so I kind of expected that I was going to eat shit for it. But it turns out that, in fact, I am not eating shit for it, and it's wonderful. Crown says my hair grows unusually fast, which is a blessing and a curse. Mine... I don't know if mine grows unusually fast, but... It gets kind of long pretty quick, and then it stalls out. But part of that is just because it's so curly. That it almost like grows more mass than it grows length. Which I realize doesn't make any sense at all. That's not how hair works, but... Kin says mine does not grow fast, but it's infuriatingly thick and dense. I think we're kind of in the same spot. Myself and my son have always had long hair. A couple years ago, he wanted to get his first haircut, but was nervous, so I got mine cut first, and we both did the side shave with long on top. That sounds really nice. Got a father-son experience going on? Now, well, no, I assumed, and I shouldn't have assumed. Although your name is Super Afro Boy, so... Well, my hair's thinning, so I will have a choice made for me by my body. I'm so far very lucky with that hive. My hair doesn't seem to be thinning. Because I was kind of worried about that, to be honest. I was also worried that my doll, like, if that did happen, that my doll would say something silly. And then I'd have to be very unhappy with my dog. Because he's a lovely man, but sometimes he just says things and doesn't think about them. Now... Oh, okay, so the button... Also, this is an amazing button. Can we just talk about this button for a second? No. I always half dread our Skype calls. Because as supportive as my doll is, and my doll has been very supportive, you know, usually it's like once every couple of calls, he goes and, you know, he says something maybe like, you know, would have been best if maybe you thought about that. What is you, gaming? I am gaming. Wait, give me a second to get the pronunciation of your name right. Rip Evil Arthas? Rip Evil Arthas? Is that right? Did I say that right? But it is a pleasure to have you here. First time in the empty room. My name is Risco. I am a 43-year-old trans lass living here in Japan, playing games 3 times a week and just being unusual. We do dream streams every other Thursday at 8 p.m. Japan time. And we alternate those with Little Big Planet 3. So we get a lot of community work going on. Well, community creations, although in my meat space I get community work going on. I went to the community center yesterday. It was very, very nice. I have to make them chili next week. You don't care? Okay. I mean, I don't know precisely what you don't care about, but you don't have to care, I guess. I've never made a vegan chili, but I'm going to have to for this because one of the folks at the community center is vegan, and fairly strictly so. So this should be exciting. I'm excited. I'm not vegan, but it's very cheap. Cheap is good. Cheap is extremely good. But yeah, I don't do a lot of. I mean, I guess actually, like, my curries are all vegan. Recently, my curries have been vegan because I just haven't had the money for meat. But I can't really imagine a vegan chili. Oh, you don't care how you pronounce your nickname. All right. That makes me feel a lot better, Rip. Because I was a little bit confused. Beans are a decent substitute for meat. Well, see, that's kind of the thing, kittens, is like, chili is already pretty bean dense. So I kind of feel like if you bulk it out with even more beans, it's kind of Thank you, Afro Boy. I appreciate that. I totally forgot how to spin. Okay, there's a spin. Every now and then, unexpectedly, we do get a good turn of phrase in the chat. Hello, Ghost Pirate. Boo, yar har har. I mean, ahoy. Sorry, matey. I hope your timbers aren't shivered. Welcome to Tropic Trove. It's a cozy little place, besides those pesky grumblies. Don't forget you can press... Oh, that's good. I remember when I was first doing level reviews for Dreams, and the lack of menus always used to cheese me off a little bit. View your abilities and collectibles, they might come in handy. Thank you so much for telling me that, little ghost. That's like a super good thing to know. Alright, we've got lots of anchors. We've got none of them collected. And if we need to see our abilities, we can take a look at that later. Kitten says, the other week I found a Japanese curry block at the local Lidl, and it was so good. Oh, that's nice. Do you remember what the maker was? Because I wonder if it's one that I've had. I do tend to be a little snobby about Japanese curry, but mostly because I like Indian and Nepalese curry so much. I kind of go back and forth as to whether I like it more than Thai curry, because Thai curry is a little bit iffy for me. Oh, that's no problem, kittens. If you see it again, take a picture. I would love to see it. Hey, bub. My name's Sylvester, yeah? Sylvester Raccoon. I dug up this shiny anchor on the beach a while back. Truth is, I got too many on my paws these days. Here's the deal. If you give me 100 bells, it's all yours. I do not have bells, so I cannot do that. My thing with Thai curry is that I find it a little bit too wet. Like, I like curries that are closer to stew. Oh, absolutely. It was a pleasure to have you here, and you're always welcome. I just ran into that enemy. You are always welcome back at any time. But I hope that you have a very good night, and that life continues to treat you well. And tell your son that he's got a amazing haircut. I'm just guessing, but it sounds amazing. But he might like to hear that. I love wet curries. Yeah, it's like... I don't know, it's... It feels like... What? This is gonna sound strange, and it's gonna sound like really finicky. And it's not that I won't eat them. I mean, I do enjoy them, but... Wet curries to me are always like soup with rice in it, as opposed to curry on rice, or curry like that you're scooping up with naan. So, like, you can't really scoop a Thai curry. It just runs off of whatever you're scooping it with. You can always cook a Thai curry down to make the sauce a little thicker. See, I've never made it myself. I've only ever had it in restaurants. I had 3 shiny shell-looking trinkets stored away in the hatch, but I seem to misplace them. Would you help a feller out and fetch them for me? I can't walk with these old boards. I'm not a fan of bed... Well, as we've established, that's right. And that makes complete sense, because you mentioned that, like, not 20 minutes ago. If you're not down with the breads, I can imagine that the whole scooping mechanic might not be a thing for you. But I think that's like one of my favorite things. Like, give me a nice thick dal, or even a chana masala, and I will go for days. Just absolute days. Now I want curry. I'm gonna be so busy tomorrow. There's no way I'm getting to the curry joint. And really, I shouldn't be going to the curry joint. But like, I do kind of go once every couple of weeks because it makes me happy. Soup with rice is perfect for me because soup is wet and rice is wet, so it's 2 wet things together, and wet equals good to my very odd brain. Like, when you say it like that, it makes complete sense. Like, I can see the formula that your brain is using to get to that point. And, like, I'm there for it. I'm absolutely down with it. Those are very good, very simple dishes. Yes. I could make my own curry. But the thing is, like, right now, I ain't got no spice. And the spice mixes are kind of expensive. Just kind of, you know. Just a little. Like, 13 bucks for a bin? You only make fried rice? See, now the funny thing is, Kronos, I can't do fried rice. Like, I cannot do the flip. I've tried it. And I've ended up with rice all over my effing floor. Just, you know, just rice everywhere. I was like, that's a waste. That's not working for me. I would kill to be able to, like, to do a good fried rice. Honey Bunny, she could rock a fried rice. Like, no problems at all. She was just amazing with it. But, I mean, frankly, she was just generally amazing with everything, so there's that. Pull back and rotate. Oh, I see. Oh, fuck. That was totally not cool. But kittens, wouldn't that make it a kitten's fried rice? Because I'm pretty sure that the egg didn't fry that rice. It's a guess, but... Wait, why am I throwing you? Do you kill things? Can I murder with you? Look, I just want to... Oh, fuck. I hope we didn't need that... You could be a trans egg. Yes? I feel like that's... I'm not sure if I should joke about that or not, so... I will leave you to mine whatever humor that you would like about that, as far as your own experience. Okay, I got a shell. How do I pick you up? I'm not, but I could be. Okay, so this shell is not for murder. Clearly. Clearly, the shell is not a murder shell. Maybe it's a talking shell. Maybe we're on, Lord of the Flies. Lord of the Flylands? Lord of the Flylands. That's what that's called. This is a joke I need to send to my best friend. She and I always joke about being the eggiest egg known to man. She's come out now. Isn't that always the way? Isn't that just the way? We are okay with this way. When I chop onions, I put plastic wrap on my face and hopefully I don't start crying. Wait, what the fuck? Kronos? Wait, what? I have questions. Kronos, I have questions. You're not asphyxiating yourself, are you? And the crying is an eye meats thing. The plastic wrap on the face, like, do you wrap your eye meats? I am very interested in the mechanics of this. This level is way too nice looking for how badly I'm fucking it up. And I feel like I should send the creators a note and be like, look, I'm so sorry. I am on hour 3 of the stream and I am just completely buggering this. I feel kind of bad because I will cry at the drop of a hat, but I will not cry at cutting onions for some reason. Like, it's never been something that's particularly bothered me. I mean, I know it's a chemical reaction thing, so it eventually, apparently, I'm probably going to get to a point where I will have enough onion chemical in the air that it'll make me cry, but it hasn't happened yet. That's a lot to unpack, so I'll say it like this. I do it to avoid the onion's vengeance, and I hold my breath to avoid asphyxiation. I have all these questions now, Kronos. Kitten says 99% of the time I cry from onions, but occasionally there's an extra spicy one, and my eyes... Oh, I don't cry from onions. But occasionally there's an extra spicy one, and my eyes stream. Oh, when do your eyes... Like, what days do your eyes stream? Because I would drop a follow. I would absolutely drop a follow. I've got the new account, so, like, I lost all my old follows. Which also reminds me... Kittens, are you still streaming? Because if you are, I need to drop a new follow on your account. Oh wait, this is the raccoon. Right. Sorry, Sylvester, I didn't mean to just drop into your burrow like that, but... And chewing gum helps with the crying. That is so weird. Neither my eyes stream anymore. I have feelings about Twitch at the moment that may not get into with you. Do not feel any need to get into it with me at all, and certainly not now. If you would like to, at some point, you are absolutely welcome to. Even if it's just like DMs or whatever, but yeah, like, I'm not gonna put you on the rack. And I could totally understand having issues with Twitch because, like, Twitch is a heck. If this weren't one of my only outlets for, like, socializing available in these trying times, I would have a much more difficult ethical question as to whether or not to continue streaming on Twitch. But having gone those, God, like 8 months without streaming, I do kind of feel like I probably should, for psychological reasons, continue. Oh, stop jumping over the chest. Stop it. Just go. Stop. Stop. Stop sucking. I think it is. I'm glad that I don't have any money in the game. I think that would make it a much more difficult choice. Like, at least I know this is something that I'm doing just because it's good for me. But yeah, there are any number of reasons I can imagine somebody wanting to take a step away from Twitch. That makes an awful lot of sense. And I could see how that would be something that you would want some time away from, yeah? So we're kind of we're on opposite ends of the spectrum there, but absolutely, yeah. I am seconding and underlining what what Hive has said. How do I open you? You're a chest. Chests are made to be opened? This is the side that the opening is on. Why do you not open for me? Why are you filled with soft, juicy lies? I mean, I imagine that it was a safe assumption, Kronos, but still, I don't want to put words in anybody's mouth. Aside from your streams and modding a little for my friend Muel, I'm very rarely on Twitch anymore, and I think that's a good thing for me. Then please continue that. Axel! Oh God, I am playing like poop from a butt. Gonna leave that chest there for a second, because I'm clearly not getting it. Oh, crumbs, crumbs, crumbs. Let's not fall off the spinny thing. And let's try to find, like, at least one more anchor before we call it a night. Although I suppose we could always pay the raccoon for it. I might need to meet a requirement for that chest, Hive, if that's something that you're asking me. And I think it probably only makes sense from the context of asking me. Ah, so. Okay. Why is it that I always suck at wall jumps? I remember with Splatty's Adventure as well. I just, like, could not get them to work. Ha! To go to your question, Hive, I bet that chest has to do with those switches, and I just wasn't opening the switches the way they needed to be. Fudge. I just want to find one more thing. Just one more thing. Now, you said you reblogged that tweet, but you don't reblog a tweet. I don't remember the rest of the meme, but it's got Columbo in it. Everybody loves Columbo. Please, brain meats. Just... Are we gonna find anything? We gotta... You can reblog a tweet if the tweet is a screenshot. A screenshot posted to Tumblr? See, if the killer had not so panicked, he could have told that to Columbo, and it would have just been fine. But murderers are a cowardly and superstitious lot, so we'll put on a beige trench coat and strike the fear of Peter Falk into them. And who wouldn't be afraid of Peter Falk? Really, though. Bounce Beach. There's a television, that's all I know. Possibly? Oh god. Where are you? Where is this TV pointing me to? Nice effect though with the TV there. I really like that. Why do I want to keep pressing square to spin? Is square the spin button for Mario? Or like where it would be on the Nintendo pad because they don't use square? I know that, Hive. I am aware of that, yes, Hive. I didn't mean to string you along, but it was definitely a bit. And I should have been upfront about that. That was rude of me. Oh, fuck's sakes. Get these freaking shells. It's my turn to talk. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, Hive. Now this ghost is gonna tell me what to do with this. Oh my god, it's the ghost in the shell. It's the ghost in the shell. This ghost is played by Scarjo. Did you know you can bounce higher on a bounce pad if you use R2 or R1 to ground pound one? No, I did not know that. I will try that. Will I lose the shell? I will not. What do I do with this shell? Sun, cloud, star, and moon. Sure, whatever. If that's what gets your motor going, that's what gets your engine revved. Fuck me. Oh, okay. Now I am super glad that this level was recommended because it's freaking great. I am also noticing a distinct drop in my ability to think at all. Speak like a human being, navigate in any coherent way, shape, or form. So I may get this anchor, and hopefully the game will save my progress, because that would be nice. Oh fuck. Because I might have to start doing the wrap-up. I mean, you're not wrong, Ludo. But, on the other hand... No! And it's good, too. Like, this is not... a cheapo slapdash together level. Thank you so much, Kronos. Thank you, because I completely fucking forgot. See, this is why you're all wonderful. Wait, where's my anchor? Oh my god, it's on a timer. It's got to be on a timer. Oh fuck that. That's not happening. I mean, I thought personally that perhaps the cat was blackmailing you, but I'm glad that this is a relationship that's actually built on a foundation of love and not blackmail, because that's not cool. I was gonna be like, yo, cat, what the hell are you doing? You can't be blackmailing kittens like that. And then the cat would be like, excuse me, but who the fuck are you to talk to me like this with this tone of voice? And there would be an argument, fur would fly, and that would be no good. And the cat would be voiced by Joe Pesci, because of course it would. This is completely irrespective of the cat's gender. Cat would still be voiced by Joe Pesci. We love each other very much. This is pleasant. I appreciate this. But, yeah. I think I might have to put a pin in this one and keep Trip's Voyage as something, maybe something that we could devote a big chunk of stream to, so that we could actually find things. But this was absolutely freaking awesome. And big shout outs and thank yous to Super Afro Boy and as well to Alpha Beta for bringing this up. I read that and Luna jumps on my lap and now I cannot move. As is the cat's way. But yeah, let's put a drawdown and a wrap up here before the throat meats completely go, because that would not be good. This was equivalent exchange of cats on laps. It's, you know, it's like the universe where matter cannot be created nor destroyed. Or is that energy? Or is it energy and matter cannot be... Whatever. What the fuck ever. That there always has to be a constant of cats on laps. This was a really nice stream tonight. I really appreciated it. It was cool to get a couple of new folks in. So to Super Afro Boy and Alpha Beta. And if you're wondering, Alpha Beta, why I'm only saying Alpha Beta and not your full name, that's also in the panels. So I would advise checking those out. And to Rip as well. Rip Evil Arthas? Arthas, yes. Rip Evil Arthas. Thank you to the three of you for dropping by tonight. I thought that was really cool of you. And to all of the regular visitors to the empty room, I do appreciate the chance, as I always say, but it always ends up being true, to spend a couple of hours with you a week and just kind of decompress from everything else, because isn't everything else enough? Schedule Monday, Tuesday, we will be plowing on with Biohazard 4, hopefully. Seeing as we didn't have any video issues this go about, hopefully means we won't have any connection issues the next go about. And I will second Hive's recommendations. Virus, The Void, and Harbinger Down are all interesting time sinks, and I hope that you have a good time with them, Ludo. God, Virus though. Just Virus. There's gotta be a highlights reel on YouTube. I don't know if I can sit through the entire thing. But that does it for us here, this go about. So from me, Risco, here in Tokyo, to all of you out there, wherever it may happen to be, thank you. Arigato. Arigasamudota. Sayonara. See you. And ciao.